I'm going to open up sacred space by calling in the 4 directions. In the tradition of the Andean shamans and also the Native American shamans, we always open a sacred time with an invocation or a prayer, inviting the protection of all of the elements and all of the directions. So we're gonna do that together. You can whistle. We're starting in the south. Hump, we winds of the south, winds of the south. We call to you. We ask you to come and be with us. Guide us, guide us. Keeper of the south is the great mother serpent. And she teaches us how to shed whatever we need to shed, just like she sheds her skin, all in one fell swoop. So we call to her and we ask her to teach us to shed in this way. And we also ask her to bring us the wisdom of the water, the element of water, which is the element of the south, and to cleanse and purify outer waters, the waters of our own bodies and the waters of our earth. Come and bless us. Wind of the south, hold. And then we call to the west. Hump, we winds of the west. Hop to the great mother jaguar. Come and sit with us. She is the keeper of the west. And she teaches us to walk the earth in a beauty way and to be fearless or courageous. And the west is the place where the sun sets. So the west also teaches us how to embrace cycles. You know, the sun sets, there is a cycle of death and rebirth always going on. And so we ask the winds of the west to teach us how to gracefully and fearlessly embrace those cycles of death and rebirth. Hope. We call to the winds of the north. The north is the place of the high mountains. The north is the place of the element of air. It brings fresh air into the mind, into the consciousness. The north is kept by the hummingbird, who teaches us to drink from the nectar of life while we're traveling this journey of our souls, which could take us thousands and thousands of miles, and to really bring magic to that journey, because hummingbirds' flight is a magical thing. They're not really aerodynamically supposed to be able to fly. And we call to the mountain wisdom keepers to come and be with us. Sit with us around this virtual circle. Whisper in our ears whatever messages we are ready to receive, and bring us your strength and your guidance. Hope. And then wind to the east. The east is the place where the sun rises. It is the element of fire. It burns off whatever needs to be burned off. And as the sun right now is in the sign of Leo, which is fire, we call to this fire to be lit in our hearts and to awaken our passion and our purpose for being here at this time. So come, eagle and condor, the one that keeps the east, come and be with us and teach us to spread our wings and soar and fly high above the drama, to see from a higher perspective what is unfolding. Hope. And then we reach down and we touch the ground, and we honor and call upon Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, Pachamama, Mama Pacha. We honor you as our mother. We are made of all of the earth's elements, and we are made of the earth. We are also made of the stars. And we ask that we be ushered into this age of Ayni, what the prophecies speak of as the time of abundance, from knowing how to live in right relationship with the abundance given to us by Mother Earth. And we ask for all of the waters to be cleansed in the oceans, and we ask for blessings on all living creatures, the creepy crawly ones, the slithering ones, the ones that walk on four legs, the ones that swim in the oceans, the ones that fly in the sky, and all of our two-legged brothers and sisters all around the world, all around this planet. We ask for blessings of peace and Ayni, sustainability, hope. And then we reach up and look up, and we call to that which is known by thousands of names and is the nameless source and substance of all, to the upper realm, to Grandmother Moon, who is speaking to us, and Grandfather Sun, who is speaking to us, and all of the planets and all of the movement in the Milky Way as we are moving into a new place in the Milky Way. Our planet is moving into a new place, to the sun behind the sun, the star Sirius, to the ascended masters, to all of those luminous ones in the invisible realm who are here. We invite you, benevolent ones, to come and be with us and support us and guide us and teach us how to embody the highest vibration that we can hold. Come and be with us. Hope. And then I'll invite you to open up your own Wirikosha, your own sacred space. And so our bodies are physical, yes, and we have energy bodies, luminous bodies that extend beyond our physical bodies. So we're going to open up the luminous field consciously, intentionally. So take your hands to your heart center and take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And breathe in and reach your hands up past the crown of your head. And imagine that you're reaching your hands up into a soul chakra, your 8th chakra, and that you're opening up this field of information that is yours, that carries tremendous codes of infinite possibility, codes of wisdom, codes of health and healing that are ready to be activated, that are here for you. Good. And so now inside of that sacred space, just take a moment and imagine, and I'm gonna guide you through a little breath. But if you take your hands into the mudra of divine creation, you take your fingers and you cross them right over left. You put your pointers together and your thumb together, but you leave the space open. It's the mudra of divine creation. Bring it down by your belly. And you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose. And you're going to breathe out through pursed lips. And as you do that, you're intentionally blowing out of your luminous energy field anything toxic, anything dense. So we're going to do that again. And simultaneously, you're going to envision a rainbow body. You're going to envision a rainbow orb of light. That is your luminous body. And we're going to do that breath again, breathing in and breathing out through pursed lips. And you're just going to see that orb of light shining brightly. And then with your imagination, and if you're not a visual person, it doesn't matter, just have the intention that you're gonna send a shaft of light running down through the central channel. It's called the Sushumna Nadi in energetic anatomy, through your spine, and you're going to send light down into the earth and root yourself down into the earth through this energetic channel. So we're going to do that again. Take a deep breath in. And see or sense that you have roots growing of light, energetic cords of light, a big taproot growing down into the earth. And you might visualize it as a color or sense it as a color, maybe golden or some other color. And just get the idea now that you are really communing and connecting your energy field down into the earth. And then you're going to do that again, feeling yourself establishing a firm and beautiful communication with the earth, and send it even deeper down into the core. And in your own heart, in your own mind, you're going to give permission for whatever, known or unknown to you, anything energetically toxic that you're carrying, can be released down through this root, this energetic root, into the earth to be mulched. It will not do anything harmful to Mother Earth. She mulches. She's very good at mulching and returning back to us the energy in a nutritious way. And that also that you'll be able to draw nutrients up from the earth into your body, into your whole luminous body. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to imagine that this column of light that is connected now to the earth, running up through the central Sushumna Nadi, the central channel, up through the spine. And you're going to, the next time we're going to breathe out through pursed lips, and you will imagine, intend that this column of light extends past the crown of your head up to the central sun. So to the galactic sun, the sun behind the sun, which is always at the crown of your head. So we'll do that. Take a deep breath in and send that shaft of light up as high as you can imagine, up beyond your house, up. You might have to or want to breathe out through your lips again, as we did before, breathing in through the nose. And just imagine that there is an energetic cord of light that you are sending up beyond the atmosphere of the earth to the sun and to the sun behind the sun. And so now, energetically, you are a rainbow sphere of luminosity, of infinite potential, and you have this energetic relationship and root that goes down to the core of the earth, and you have a connection to the sun and the sun behind the sun, to the heavenly realm, to the upper realm. And so sense that and feel that. And as we are connecting you to in your vertical nature, we are establishing a place beyond linear time, beyond the horizontal nature of our lives, the horizontal nature of our lives, doing and going and accomplishing. And we're rooting in this ceremony to your vertical nature, your soul self, your timeless self. And you can continue to stay seated, or you can lie down. We're going to do a breath. This also prepares your mental body, your physical body, your emotional body, and your energy body to release and to receive whatever codes are meant for you at this time. So we're going to do what the shamans call the little deathing breath, the little death breath. It's very cleansing and very healing. And we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. And we're going to hold the breath for a count of 4. And we're going to exhale the breath for a count of 4. And hold the breath with no air for a count of 4. And we will repeat this several times. And I will use the bowls to guide you by tapping. So to start, take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe all the air out through your mouth, squeezing the belly towards the spine. And now you're going to breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold the breath. And breathe out. You can breathe out through your mouth or your nose, but exhale completely and hold the breath. And inhale deeply, expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, and hold. And exhale completely. And hold. And inhale deeply, profound breath in, taking in life. Hold that expansion. And breathe out, squeezing, forcing all the air out, and hold that contraction. And breathe in, expanding the belly, expanding all the way up to the top of the chest, and hold your breath. And breathe out. And hold. And breathe in, expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, expanding all the way up, and hold. And breathe out. And hold. And breathe normally. And I will take us through a little sound journey. So if you can, just let me know that you can hear me and you can hear the bowls. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so take a deep breath in and breathe all the air out. And just take your awareness down to the base of your spine. So from there, you're getting in touch with your root chakra, and we have that taproot from the base of your spine running down into the earth. It actually runs down through the meridians of your legs and out the soles of your feet and down into the earth. And visualize a beautiful red light, earth red or bright red. And feel and sense or intend for your root chakra to be activated and to be cleared. So the root chakra has to do with physical vitality and with your connection to your body and to the earth, and also with your ability to survive. So it could also have the fear of not being able to survive. Or if you're changing your life, it could have to do with your fear of being able to support yourself or your loved ones in some way. So you just want to intend for anything along those lines that might be blocking your vitality, your vital life force, the awakened prana that starts at the base of the spine, or anything at all that has to do with your sense of security in the world, to be cleared and cleansed. And then get the idea that your chakra, your root chakra is balancing and harmonizing and spinning brightly. You are activating a new sense of security as you walk on this earth. Visualize the great red light, accepting the seeds of who you are becoming at this time. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring your attention to your belly, the lower abdomen, and visualize the color orange if you can, or intend the color orange. We are connecting with this second chakra, the womb space. It's a womb space for men and it's a womb space for women. It is the space where we create life. Through our second chakra, we create ideas. We do the dance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the dance of creation. So if you have been feeling blocked in your creativity or in your ability to birth yourself, as we really are birthing ourselves newly. Or if you feel that you have been storing unprocessed emotion, emotion tends to get stuffed down into this energy center, second chakra. Just breathe into your lower belly and intend for anything at all that does not serve you, that is in your second chakra or in any of the organs associated with the second chakra. They be cleared and cleansed. Taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Sensing that your second chakra is balancing and harmonizing. Visualize and allow and intend to receive the new creative impulses. Birthing a new relationship with yourself, with others, with your own ideas, and your body feeling fluid and free. Dancing with the light of the divine feminine and the sacred masculine. Taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Breathing into your solar plexus. Visualizing a beautiful yellow light. The light of the sun in your solar plexus. Place of digestion. The sun is very active at this time. Anything at all that blocks your digestion, your ability to digest what is happening in your life, and to receive the blessings of it, the lessons of it. your solar plexus. Radiate a beautiful yellow light, accepting the seeds of a new power coming toward you from within you. Personal power and wisdom and will. Breathing in and breathing out, taking your awareness to your heart center. Visualize a beautiful green light in your heart. Let it expand out. Center of your heart's wisdom, of your heart's knowing. The heart is the hub of your spiritual self. As long as the heart is in a coherent frequency, which we are setting right now, you have access to an infinite field of wisdom, of knowing, of inspiration, of love, of forgiveness. Feel that green light of your heart expand in all directions, front, side, and back, receiving the codes of who you are becoming and clearing out whatever cobwebs may need to be cleared. Taking your attention to your throat, visualizing a beautiful blue light there, center of your communication. Connecting to your ears and your ability to hear especially guidance, hear the communications from the clouds, from the leaves, from the trees, from the lizards, from all of the creatures in your environment. From the angels, from your soul self. Allow your throat and your psychic hearing to be awakened, your voice, your sacred song. Your connection to the angelic realm. Taking your awareness a little higher to your forehead, softening the spot between your eyebrows, softening your whole head, and visualizing a light right at the forehead. You can see it with your inner eye. at your third eye. Awakening your visionary self, awakening the prefrontal lobes of your brain, new access to your genius, your ability to visualize and see and dream, to see a new world for yourself and for all of us. Awakening your seer, your psychic seer, your ability to hold a vision and have that activate in the field of, in the quantum field, the manifestation of that vision. And then bringing your awareness to the top of your head. Soften your neck, your shoulders. Soften the crown of your head, the very top of your head. Visualize a diamond white light and get the idea that you are connected to the sun, behind the sun. And then you are receiving downloads of light, wisdom, and you are able to activate your upper brain and regulate the pituitary gland, the pineal gland in the brain in an optimal way to awaken something, awaken some potential, some gifts that are yours, waiting for you. See or sense or feel that sensation at the top of your head, running through your entire body, down through the Shushumna. And your whole rainbow body lit up. The red of your root, the orange of your belly, the yellow of your solar plexus, the green of your heart, the blue of your throat, the indigo of your third eye, the diamond white of your crown, and the rainbow of luminosity around you. Knowing that you have just harmonized and balanced the entire energy field. Take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just notice how you feel. And if your candle is nearby, you want to just imagine that the light from the flame is showering your body. You can even take your hand as I'm doing mine and bring it to your crown. Bring it to your third eye. And bring the light to your throat. And bring the light to your heart. And bring the light to your solar plexus. Just use your hands and bring the light to your belly, your second chakra, the lower abdomen, and all the way down to the root, right at the base of the spine, at the pelvic floor, and around your entire body. And then if you have your toothpick or your paper, this is a way to seal in the release. The release of the full moon is a time of culmination, of releasing. And this particular full moon is very powerful because it is the second in a row of full moons in the sign of Aquarius, which happens not very often, hence the blue moon. So it's at 29 degrees of Aquarius with the planet Jupiter right there dancing with the moon. And that is an auspicious completion. So if there's any karmic things you may think that, in your family, you can even, whatever, it's a time that we can actually have magical releasing of old agreements, old vows, of old patterns. So you just want to blow into your toothpick or your piece of paper all that you would like to release, known or unknown. And you can even take that and just put it around your energy field, because we just cleared this out. And even blow in anything that you may be aware of that you want to complete. Fear, worry, anxiety, sadness. And blow everything in that you would like to release. And when you're done with that, put your paper, if you have a paper, or your toothpick into the flame and let it burn. Let it burn and put it somewhere safe. I have a big plate here, so I can put mine down in the plate. Don't burn yourself. And this is a way that we can tap into the ability of the fire to transmute and transform these things that we have been seeing. So this Aquarius full moon is also bringing with it clarity. Clarity of vision, clarity of purpose, clarity of where you might want to put your love and your time and your energy, and where you may want to complete giving your love and your time and your energy. So if there is something that you want to wish for, especially collectively, you can also put collectively or for the earth. You can also put another different piece of paper or a different toothpick, and you can blow those wishes in for peace, for resolution and health and healing with this pandemic, for healing for all that are suffering around the world. Anywhere people are suffering, and the healing for Afghanistan and for the Middle East and for all the places where women are struggling and animals, and healing for the oceans and the atmosphere, and whatever else, healing for your family. And when you're finished blowing in your wishes, then you're going to burn that stick. You're going to offer that stick. This is the Pachamama stick. And offer that stick or that piece of paper to the fire. And let it burn. And as we burn, we release our prayers for healing, our wishes for new projects, and we release that energy into the universe, into the cosmos. So that's what we do on a full moon. The moon is full. The moon is pregnant. The moon is shining a light for us and creating a shadow for us to see. So the full moon offers us vision into the shadows of our own hearts, the shadows of our own lives. And it also is a time of awakening. So it carries a little bit of a birthing energy with it as well. And this particular full moon in Aquarius comes not only as a blue moon, but it comes as a blue moon on the heels of the Lion's Gate new moon. The Lion's Gate this year happened exactly on a new moon and is in Mayan cosmology and in Egyptian cosmology is the beginning of another new huge galactic cycle. And that's the star Sirius, which rises at the time of the Lion's Gate, is 26 times brighter than our own sun. And so we had the Aquarius full moon, followed by the Lion's Gate and the star Sirius rising, and the beginning of a new galactic calendar, and this second Aquarius full moon, which is conjoined with Jupiter, which is a planet of expansion and good luck. And at the same time, all of the there's 5 outer planets that are all in retrograde. And when a planet is in retrograde, it's rewriting something. It's redoing something. And when outer planets are in retrograde, it's redoing big collective stories, big collective narratives and conversations and structures. And the shamans the shamans and yogis have many practices, and one of them is the practice of not colluding with consensual reality. So we all grew up colluding with consensual reality because we've grown up inside of structures that we inherited. We inherited ways of being from our families. We inherited whole entire belief systems from our education, from our culture. And this has created a reality that we are now breaking free from the parts of it that don't work, that aren't in alignment with higher principles. And before I started the meditation, I picked an angel guidance card. And when I send out the replay, I will send it out. But I want you to see what it says. It says, can you see the angel of freedom? The angel of freedom. Now you have to know that Aquarius is all about freedom. And I picked the angel of freedom. And not only is Aquarius about freedom, but there's the Jupiter is also about freedom and about spiritual evolution. And the planet Uranus, which is very active right now, also, and is in Taurus, is also about freedom. And I feel it's a freedom to completely recreate our relationship with the earth and all of the structures. So I'm offering this meditation as a reboot to your energy field and as a bigger context, as an invitation to hold in a larger context the challenges that we are facing. The challenges that we are facing individually, whatever those may be, and the challenges that we are collectively facing, which we are very well aware of. Climate change, all of the political discord, and so much suffering that is occurring on so many levels all over. And I went into a meditation, and this full moon is very auspicious for meditating. So if you have a meditation practice, expand it. If you don't have a meditation practice, take one on for a little while. There's much information available to us that's being activated, but if we are contracted with fear, anxiety, and just a constant mental spinning, we cannot receive what our heart and soul is guiding us to receive, or what even at the level of the quantum field, we are all one. So there is a unity consciousness that we have access to. But if we're incoherent in our own selves, we cannot have access to it. And also our immunity goes down. I mean, it's so many other things. And I'll leave you with this, and then I'll open it up for a couple minutes if you want to share anything. But I had read that France experienced the hottest day on record, was something like 123 degrees somewhere in France, and the largest water reservoirs, the two largest water reservoirs in our country, the United States, are at their lowest levels in recorded history, and a few other terrible things, right? And I was getting really upset and feeling a bit helpless, and I went into a meditation, and what came very clearly was that the prophecies say this is the ending folding into the beginning. That's what we're experiencing right now, an ending cycle folding into a beginning cycle. And when we are in that period, things look like this. You know, they look a little bit chaotic. They are challenging. However, if we can rise above the chaos, it's like when the wave crashes, all the water and the sand and everything gets murky. If we stay down in the crashing waves, we're not going to be able to see a thing. So in our consciousness, we can hold to a larger vision of what we want to create. If we can hold this vision and hold our coherence, we will be guided as to the next steps we are to take in our lives to be a part of this awakening that is occurring for all of us. So we are in a period of awakening and ascension. We are evolving as a species. And I saw the eye of Horus. That's what I saw, with a big light. And the message was, hold the vision of the world you want, because we're moving toward that. And don't get lost in the chaos of what it looks like when the end is folding into the beginning. While this is hard to do, it's also inspiring. And it inspired, and then the message came through, offer a full moon meditation. So I did that. And I am here with you offering this to you. So I will send out the replay. You can listen to it, reestablish your coherent frequency, the breathing exercises, the visualizations I gave you, those are all gifts. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. You can just listen to those few things in the beginning and clear your own internal space with the breath and with the visualizations and whatever else. And then from there, make sure you spend as much time in nature, listening to the messages of the sun, the leaves, the waters, the animals, as you do other sources of listening, where if you might be listening or reading the news, spend as much time connecting to nature as you do listening to other sources of news, so that you are balancing what you are receiving in terms of information, and recognize that that all of the prophecies that I'm aware of talk about this time as the time that we move from a dark period to a light period. So if we can hold what that looks like, and to me, that's the oceans are clean, the water is clean, the earth is cool, the atmosphere is whole and complete. The children are free to learn, all of life is being nurtured and cared for. I don't know how it's going to happen. There's peace. It will happen. And do your best to support your own self to take action born of your inspired self, not born out of your reactionary self. There's a lot to react to happening in the world, and us reacting just makes the reaction grow stronger. So thank you so much. I'm going to close sacred space. So we'll close our Viracochas. So you're just going to reach out as if you're grabbing up the edges of this luminous energy field, and you're going to gather it together like a ball of light. You can do that from the back, gathering it up above the crown of your head like a ball of light, your soul's chakra, and reinforming, coming down into this dimension, down into your brain and into your vision and into your seeing and your hearing and your speaking and your breathing, down into all the cells of your body, down through the chakras, all the way down to the soles of your feet. And we thank all of the directions for holding us so sweetly, and all of the guidance that has come through. And if anybody would like to share or ask a question or say anything, you can unmute yourself, I believe.
Thank you, Jill.
Thank you so much. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. What did you say?
Oh, it's so powerful. Thank you so much. What were the angel cards? I would love to have that with you. So
I have to, I don't even know, this deck is in one of my little bundle bags. I'll have to, it's called Messages from the Universe. That's what these are called. Messages from the Universe. They're old, but I think you can find them. They're fabulous. And I will send this out. It actually, she says, infinite power, heal me. Oops, that's not the right one. Where's the angel of freedom? It says, my soul's loving energy flows through my being and I am free. Oh, listen, a great freedom is felt when we release the tension created by the lower centers of consciousness that trap us in attachments of power over others, money, and sensation. It's exactly what I was talking about. When we simply allow the energies of the soul to direct our lives, we understand the freedom of being constructive and positive. Oh, I channeled this one right in. Accepting people and situations as they are here and now. Free from the side effects of negative reactions. Oh my gosh, if I ever needed validation that I can channel. Okay, and that's the other thing. Notice synchronicities, because you will. So this is just, you will get synchronistic messages. You will receive exactly the guidance that you need to receive, but we have to be open to it. So that's my invitation to you. Stay connected to your soul self. And this, what we did tonight, is a good way to do it. So thank you, Barbara, and stay tuned for when we can come see you and stay on Faye.
please do. Thank you so much, and God bless. Always to you.
God bless. God bless. Jennifer, thank you so much.
My gosh, what a generous gift. And I cannot begin to tell you how this put on all the discordant things that have happened in the past 72 hours. That in what you shared. I mean, not necessarily the space to go into this, in almost every area, these unique individual things that I mean, kind of puzzle. And even just now when we put the energy, because this is new to me, I've never done anything of this nature. Thunder went off in the background. This, you'll see my eyes look out the window, literally thunder went in the background. It's not raining, it was just some thunder. but this was,
So the thunder gods have blessed you and blessed this. So thunder is very powerful and a great omen. And that's the kind of thing you want to be aware of.
thank you.
Be aware. Thank you for joining me. So wonderful. Okay, so I will send out the replay. Someone has said something. Andres. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. May you all be blessed to continue along your way with ease, with grace. And just notice when you're tightening up and becoming contracted, release, do something to release that contraction, and you will be guided in the highest possible way. And we are here at this time for a reason. That's also, we chose this time. So we're up to it. We are up to it. God bless everybody. Happy, happy Aquarius full moon. Thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you, Leslie. Okay.